Guys, real quick, right now, we have a crazy whatnot going on. I'm hosting it. Dollar starts on everything that you see on this shelf and more. There's some crazy stuff in here, like Zelda Ocarina of Time Collector's Editions, some crazy high-end Pokemon cards, and the Metroid Prime GameCube bundle. It's disgusting how many amazing things are here. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're doing big giveaways too, so use our link for $15 credit down below to get to one out if you're new, or just come and hang with us. It's a disgustingly great show.
What's up, CATRP crew? Today it is a skeleton crew. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
We need help. So today is typically our Amazon day, which means we're going to send out a ton of inventory. Matt actually got a bunch of batches of consoles out, 5 boxes right there, which is good. But today we got to figure out the games.
We got games.
Yeah, boy, do we have games.
They're
now
coming out the wazoo, as one man once said.
I don't know why I said that. We got games coming out the wazoo.
That was a whatnot push.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Oh, you're right. We did a whatnot sponsorship.
90s commercial we did.
That's right. We have to do more
again.
of those. You guys want to see more fun sponsors? I think we have some fun stuff coming up, but a sponsor we have right now is your channel sponsor, XYAB. XYAB is one of the channel sponsors, and we absolutely love their stuff. We stock cases, and pretty much all of these things you see here are all components from XYAB. You see all those boxes up there? What do they say, Matt?
XYAB.
That's right. Check out, we have all of our links below. Got a bunch of deals on the screen here. If you are a new buyer or a returning buyer, we got stuff for you. Check them out. We love them. Anyways, it's pretty much just going to be us doing Amazon today.
Yep, just you and me.
So Alpal will be processing more buy list stuff.
Gotta get you guys paid.
Yeah, he's got to get you guys all paid. Isn't that right?
He feels like the worst person for not paying you guys, and just, you know, put up some hearts in the chat for Alpal, because
Alpal works really hard.
He wants to get you guys paid as quickly as possible.
That is his goal. It's in his job description, is to lose this money business in any means
To
possible.
lose this money business.
Actually, I don't think anyone. That's
It's
true.
early.
I lose more money in this business than I make, probably. I don't know.
Certainly, in a week. Nolan should be here any minute, but we did a whatnot yesterday, so he's going to be shipping all of that out. So maybe we'll look at a little bit of what sold. It was actually a pretty crazy show with PlayStation stuff. I don't think all of it's down here, but more than that sold, I promise. You know what the show ended at?
I think it was like a little over 9K.
Over 9K?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, we sold some really good consoles from Midwest.
No, we sold some crazy stuff.
We sold like the sealed God of War PS3.
Will
and
this
then
video come out before the Midwest video, right?
No, after that one.
So check out that video if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, if you guys want to see what we got. Maybe we'll even go through some more of it as like a little way to break up the pace of this video.
We just sold a bunch of things on Whatnot
Gosh,
yesterday.
that's coming on real strong.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Before you wrap it up anymore, what is it?
This is the Destiny 2 PS4. Sealed.
There we go. That's the cool side.
Yeah.
How much did we sell that for?
I want to say we sold it for $340. The buyer used the coupon.
The seller gave a coupon.
I think his name was Chance.
That's cool.
It is.
PS4 has some great collector's editions.
Yeah.
I have the God of War one. It's
need
really
it.
cool.
Can I buy yours?
Now I know you want it.
You have the Gollum launch edition Xbox One?
No, but if any of you do, Alpal wants it very bad.
Oh, there's 1 in 10. Please get it to him.
There's only 10 ever made.
We'll get one day, dude.
One day.
Did we ever
One
get
day.
the Bill Gates Xbox?
No.
Darn.
That's okay. Speaking of coupons, someone bought this and used like a 20% off coupon.
Legendary.
I think the auction.
I think they saved $200
went
bucks.
for like
Yeah.
$880 and they got it for like $664 or something like that.
I don't know if you
That's
guys
great.
can see the sticker on there, but
That says $1,000.
Yeah, that price sticker is definitely high, but
It's still like $900, right?
yeah, they got a great deal.
According to Price Chart.
But hey, if we listed this and didn't run it as an auction, it would probably sit in like a year, and we might have got 100 or 200 more bucks. So this is money back in our pocket for something that would sit, and it's a buyer that we know is going to come back for more.
There's a reason he got such a big coupon.
But,
It's
yeah, we
because
have-
he got Diamond Tier with us, which over on Whatnot, you have to spend quite a bit of money
Yes.
in order to get. But there's all these versions too.
The Battlefront 2 one, and then this one apparently Chase was telling me was the rarest of them all because you can only find one sale ever on this.
That's since I didn't even know that they made a white.
And this
Super
price sticker is
Slim.
actually low. I think a price is like 800.
Wow.
Cool.
Is that new?
It is.
That's
I think
insane.
it's even more than 800. I think we checked and the price starting was like 1500.
Oh, you're right. That's what
Yeah.
you said.
Dang, that's impressive.
And you got the Call of Duty World at War 2. I've already said it in the crew video, but I'm gonna say it again. PS5, get your crap together. Like, why aren't you doing this?
Hey, we have a cool colored plates.
they did the colored plates, which are just bland color, and then they did Spider-Man, and that's it. Am I missing one? I don't think I.
The 30th year anniversary one.
Oh, right.
At least they're picking
So
it
they
up
did
with.
gray, Spider-Man, and other colors.
We have
At least
and
they have
camo.
good controllers, but that's not hard to do. Give me a cool
Launch the
console.
controller with a console. Goodness.
Imagine if they did a God of War console instead.
Oh, that would.
Getting distracted, but I think the Switch will have lots of fun special editions in the future because Lord knows Switch 1 did. Right now, we're going through bagging a bunch of games over here while Nolan ships. Maybe Alpal will jump over and start helping him. But before we continue, valuing a lot of games one by one is a slow and tedious process, so that's why we started using a new software that allows us to value dozens of games in just a few seconds. That's right, once again, we partnered with Flipper. How Flipper works is you take a picture of the spines, cover art, or cartridge of a game, and then Flipper will analyze the image and give you a report of the total value of the lot and each game's current price based on price charting and eBay sold listings. There's new features being launched every week, and even since we last talked about Flipper, it's gotten even better. We like the ability to be able to scan games very quick out in the wild so we can give people offers quickly for their games. The app is completely free to use, so go over to useflipper.com to try it out for yourself, or use code CATRP20 for 20% off your first month of the Pro version. The team over at Flipper is amazing. You can reach out to the founders whenever you have questions or have feedback for it. So definitely support those guys and support us using our code. Now back to the video. All right, so it's about noon and we're gonna do a big whatnot auction. Looks like you guys got all the shipping done?
We did.
Nice.
Before 11 too.
Wow,
Nice.
that's impressive because it was kind of a hard show to ship. But today, boy oh boy, we have NES. So it's been a long time coming. We had a really good NES show in a while, but we have a couple bins down here as well full. If you guys like the stuff that you see on here that's not going to Amazon, like all the boxed retro, GameCube, just all the cool stuff. I mean, look at that. That's a super, super fresh NES.
It's actually cleaner than the ones in Chase's question.
Use the code in our description or text the word whatnot to 269-390-8555. We'll put that up on the screen here so you can do that, but we'll send you little reminders so you know when we're doing auctions. We send out a fun little text and it's a way to where you don't have to have notifications on whatnot, so you're not like clouded up with a ton of stuff. You just get texts whenever we do a show, and we send special coupons too. You'll actually get one if it's your first time texting that number. Pal, how you feeling?
Fine, thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. How are you really feeling?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you helping with the auction for a bit?
Not really, but we're trying to make it as much as possible for Nolan to do it by himself, just because I have so much buy list I need to get processed. So
That's true. NES
I'll come
requires
up
a
every-
lot of
It'll just be-
discretion just because of condition.
it'll just be a slower show.
That's fine. We don't have a ton to run. We do, but not for this show. But if you want help, Nolan, just yell. And you guys in the chat are always super nice to Nolan.
Yeah.
Give him a harder time next time.
Thanks.
He's my brother-in-law, I can say that. So Nolan's got the auction going.
Let me explain this over here.
The chaos.
So this is something that I decided to start doing. This has been our whatnot shelf, but more appropriately named. You've seen it, I'm sure, on other crew videos. It's just the crap shelf.
There's no sugar coating it.
Because most of the good whatnot stuff has just gone upstairs in the past. But now what we're doing is we're categorizing everything in bins. So you can see it's
NES, N64, N64, Switch, Xbox,
random, but
SNES. And that way you guys also know exactly what you're
yes,
getting.
we like themed auctions, but I wanted to take it one step further because with the bin system, you can still get a random $200 game that sits in the bottom of a bin because we don't realize it's there. So I was like, let's make the over 50 shelf. So it's like if we're running an NES show, we can be like, oh, there's a ton of over 50. We need to grab some here. You don't need to grab everything because
like if we need
low end
something
needs to be mixed in.
Yeah, if we need something spicy for this auction,
We could come
I'll
here.
take Jetsons and
Yes,
run up.
if it's going really well.
That's actually a really good cartridge.
Nolan's calling.
Oh, is he calling already?
Okay, well, we'll go help him.
Anyways.
This is pretty.
This is something cool.
Sure.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh, it sticks to it. Oh, that's fun.
Section.
These are our little appreciation badges for when
That's
you
fun.
spend stuff with us. And you get coupons.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we're trying to make the front end processing side easier and easier to where we know where everything goes. If
And it's easier
under-
to delegate too.
Yeah, so like if it's under 10, we immediately know it goes here. I will first scan it into Amazon to see if it's worth sending off to Amazon. If it's not, it just goes on that shelf.
Real.
It's whatnot and over 50, it goes here.
Quick side note, I think you and I were talking about this yesterday. Stuff worth under 25.
So we're trying to become more and more efficient with the team that we have. There's just certain things that make less and less sense for that because of how much we get in. So we're looking to partner with people who are willing to buy video game items under $25. We're not looking for crazy margins on that stuff. We're
Yeah,
just
like
looking
$24 a piece.
If you reach out to us, we'll explain how we can figure out a deal. But we're just looking to flip those things quickly quickly to get out of them so we can then have more time to process things that make more sense on our end.
Because I'm gonna be honest, even in this bin, there could be some decent stuff in Xbox. I don't know when we're gonna get to running single Xbox stuff that might be around 20 bucks. This is very expensive Xbox,
No,
right?
no. It's not all expensive, but you would normally be right with this. But we actually have a really big Xbox collection coming in like 2 weeks.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was
So
in yet.
this is the one scenario. Like, I don't know if we've ever gotten in like a big Xbox collection. So you would have been right, you know, for the last 2.5 years.
We'll have to let our friend Eric know.
I'm excited to see how it goes because we've never done an Xbox show.
I thought we did one with Minty Dwight's sealed games.
Maybe. Because back then we weren't really doing theme shows though.
That's right.
So it was a lot different then. But yeah, he did have a lot of Xbox stuff. So we're trying to partner more with people and be okay with lesser margins on certain things so that we can focus on the things that we do best. So if you're interested, if you're a reseller and you're starting out, if you're in our Discord, you're gonna get priority over
We've
someone
already
who's
asked
not.
people over there, so.
Yes. But if you're interested, reach out to us. Hopefully we can figure something out.
So recently we were going through these bins as well, and we're not going to do much with this today because again we have other stuff going on, but this has Pokemon stuff everywhere. There's so many bins
Yes,
everywhere, I'm
yes.
just running into. Oh,
So we're slowly building a really
Wow.
nice Pokemon, and not to mention, like, we already have
All
this,
these.
we have those. We're slowly building a really nice Pokemon show, which will be really fun to run. Just shows that anytime we can just know where something goes, so it doesn't just get thrown on a shelf. Just got a show update. Nolan's at 7,700. So I've gone up there a few times to throw up some heavies, and things have gone pretty well. I just did a Zelda that had a sealed map and a very clean cartridge. It went pretty good, but I feel like it could have gone for more, but that stuff's just always speculative. It had like 160 people in there. Now it's down to 80.
okay. What time is it? It's
2:30. So
That's
I'm-
right on. After 2 hours.
I might tell him to end, but what I might do is we have a bin over here. He does have some loose cartridges already.
Oh, can we just blow out a bunch of cartridges?
But I might just give him a big stack of cartridges to run through.
Yep.
And just do a lot of, $5 sudden death.
Like this?
Probably gonna hold off on those.
Oh,
The heavies are, yeah. I don't know if I've actually ever seen this cartridge in person.
that's nuts.
I have seen that, but I don't think I've seen this.
I don't think
I don't know how
I've ever
accurate
seen
that
this
price
one.
sticker is.
Probably not.
I could give him some of these.
Now we can refer to our.
We do have some of the bins.
So we have an NES/SNES whatnot. Now we actually know where to look. We could probably pull some stuff from there. I see a Mario, probably just a condition thing, but started at $1, run at sudden death, just see what happens.
You have a bunch of NES manuals. Maybe I should have him do those.
Ooh, I don't know. What the heck?
What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, because we do have a ton of manuals we need to run as well. But yeah,
It's
I
not
think
just this bin. It's
just with the audience getting a lot lower, it might make sense just to do some lower dollar stuff.
since we do daytime auctions, our peak potential audience is never really quite there because some people are like, hey, I can only join at like 7 p.m. We just can't do auctions at that time. But because we have a really strong core audience, it's really nice running auctions in like the 12 to 2 mark. But is it 2 to 4 where it's just hard to sell stuff even when we do big shows? But it's also just time dependent. After you're running an auction for a couple hours, viewership starts to go down, therefore just sales and bids can, unless if you really hone in on like specific stuff. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
I honestly don't know if it's a time in the day thing. It might be a time in the auction thing.
And that's what I lean more
Because
towards.
we start a show at 2:30 and that show can go great. So I don't think
up
it's
until
ti-
4.
Yeah,
and then
I don't think it's a time in the day. I don't know if just Whatnot stops pushing a show that's been happening for a while. I don't know if it's because nobody is seeing the text anymore or the notification anymore.
So I
that
guess
could be a
that's-
factor as well.
Yeah, that's something for you guys just to consider if you're doing Whatnot. Be mindful. Around the 2-hour mark, I think, is when people start to trickle off. I don't know the reason. I'd be curious to see how that compares to just streaming in general, or if it's like, oh, hey, you're just running the same stuff and it's not being mixed up. Maybe you have to pivot after 2 hours. I don't know. And then, Matt, what do you have going on over here?
These are new things that you guys can buy. We actually have a lot of display like stands and wall mounts for controllers and Game Boys and stuff like that.
I really like these. They're actually available on Whatnot if you make the Whatnot auctions.
And our website.
That's right, CATRPcrew.com. Soon to be CATRP.com.
Check these out if you want to display this or this or this or this or this. But look, it works both ways.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, here's just a little update. Sorry, the disc cleaners are running. We managed to send out at least 1,200 games. We're still finalizing another batch. I'm gonna be here for a bit. I think, Alpal, are you taking off soon?
Yeah, I gotta get home.
Yeah, it's typically after when we typically leave, but I feel good with the progress that we made, even though it was just kind of a skeleton crew today.
This video will come out in a few weeks, but if you're a buy list submitter, just know you're gonna get paid. We're a little behind this week, and I'm just like feeling terrible because you guys are waiting forever to get paid. But
And by forever, it's like a few days later than typical. It's not like we're weeks and weeks behind.
It'll be probably a week behind.
A week behind. Sorry, we didn't know that the buy list would be this popular.
Well, I mean, we did get like $120,000 worth of stuff in a week. Just know we are focusing on getting your stuff and getting you paid.
Alex's hair is falling out over you guys now.
Yeah, I used to have like
Like
hair
a
down
week
to
ago,
here.
yeah.
It was always hiding under that hat this whole time. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.